You've made it. The red eye is over. But you know that feeling, right? It's 4 a.m. You smell the stale, recycled air of 100 flights. You're fine until the line splits. Citizens left, visitors right. And now, you're stepping up to the counter. The officer waves you forward. But they don't look at your passport first. They look at your hands. They look at your face. What happens in the next 90 seconds isn't a conversation. It's a test. A high-stakes, rapid-fire exam. And if you answer one of their questions wrong, even one that seems harmless, it can flag your luggage for a search, or worse, pull you into that dreaded backroom. The secret? Customs and immigration have two separate, hidden agendas. And they use just 9 combined questions to test both simultaneously. I'm giving you the 9-point mental script that experienced travelers use to pass both checkpoints in less than 90 seconds. You need to stop feeling like a suspect and start acting like an insider. Let's dive into the first 3, which are all about your possessions. The officer's hidden agenda here isn't to judge you. It's to test your legal compliance. They are asking, are you bringing prohibited items or undeclared commercial goods? Question 1. Have you completed your declaration form/tablet? You tell yourself, it's just a formality. Who cares? The truth. This question checks your mental state and attention to legal detail. If you fumble, panic, or say, what form, it signals you disregard the rules. They read disorganization as a possible cover-up. Be ready. Have the digital screenshot ready or the paper copy in your hand. Look them in the eye and say, yes, I submitted it electronically 20 minutes ago. Or here is the paper copy. That signals organization, structure, and control. Question 2. How much currency are you carrying? They're judging my wealth. I should probably just say a little. That is what you tell yourself, but the truth is they are solely interested in whether you are carrying above the legal declaration threshold, which is usually $10,000 or its equivalent. Not knowing that limit is a massive red flag for money laundering. Be concise and specific. I have $5,500 cash, or I have my credit cards. State the exact figure if it's under the limit. Never estimate or ramble. Short, precise confidence. Question 3. Are these items for your personal use? You say to yourself, they're making small talk about my new shoes. But the truth? They are checking if you are importing goods for commercial gain to avoid duties. They are looking for multiples of the same item. 3 identical watches, 5 new phones. Define the use clearly and focus on the function. Yes, the laptop is for my remote work, or the items are all personal gifts for my immediate family. Never focus on the item's value. Focus on its necessary use. Now we switch to immigration. The officer's hidden agenda here is simple. Do you have strong enough ties to guarantee you will leave? This is the intent to return test. Question 4. Who paid for your flight/trip? You think they are being nosy about my funding source. The truth, the sponsor check, this ensures your travel funding aligns with your stated purpose. A tourist trip paid for by a random, unrelated person is a human trafficking flag or an illegal work flag. Must match your visa and paperwork. I paid for the trip myself, or my company Acme Corp is covering all business expenses. No extra names, no rambling about a relative. Question 5. Can you show me proof of funds? They are ensuring you can cover your entire stay without illegally working or becoming a burden. The public charge flag. This is the confidence artifact. Have a digital bank statement or credit card limit screen ready in one swipe. Show the total, look them in the eye, and retrieve your phone quickly. Don't let them browse. The speed proves you are prepared and financially in control. Question 6. Where are you traveling from today? They already know your flight path. They're seeing if you volunteer a suspicious connection, or if you hesitate, suggesting you're hiding a stop in a high-risk area. State the factual, simple path. I originated in London, with a connection in Frankfurt. Do not over-explain the layover, the weather, or why you chose that connection. Simple facts. Question 7. What is your itinerary for the first 48 hours? Travelers planning to overstay often haven't planned the first critical 2 days. A vague answer is a massive red flag. Be specific, structured, and short. I check into the Pacific Hotel tonight, and tomorrow morning I have a business meeting at the convention center. Give structure, not a novel. This shows you know your own destination. This is the final 2-question gauntlet. The officer's hidden agenda here is testing believability. Do all your previous answers add up? Question 8. Can you tell me more about your job duties? You think that they want a full career history, but the truth, this is called the believability test. They are checking if your job is real, and if it provides a clear reason to return home. If you ramble, use jargon, or can't explain your job simply, it sounds fake. Simplify your role to one sentence. I manage the social media campaigns for a digital marketing agency, or I'm a mechanical engineer specializing in logistics. Professional, structured, and concise. Question 9. Can you show me your exit ticket/onward travel? This is the final, physical evidence that you are not here to disappear. No ticket equals intention to stay. Keep it accessible. Hand over the printed or digital ticket immediately. Yes, I fly out on the 17th to New York. Show the date and stop talking. This is your final exit proof. You just ran the 9-question gauntlet. But remember the core rule. It's not about the answers. It's about the composure. Immigration officers look for certainty, not detail. Confidence is your clearance. If this video helped you feel more prepared for your next flight, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with anyone flying next month. You'll save them a headache. Safe travels, friend. Your confidence is your clearance.